Hey guys, this is Seale, personal trainer and strength and conditioning coach at Upside Strength. And in this short video presentation, you're going to learn everything you need to know about tempo runs for field sport athletes. So let's get started. Tempo runs were popularized by the famous sprint coach Charlie Francis, who used this training method to condition his sprinters. Tempo runs are an interval-based training method that has the advantage of allowing the athlete to stay in an aerobic environment while maintaining higher running speeds compared to other conditioning protocols such as mass training. The aerobic nature of this method and the results that it provides makes it a low-cost, high-return conditioning activity. With tempos, athletes can improve their conditioning without feeling like they've been punched in the face repetitively, leaving more energy on the table for other important activities such as sprinting and sport practice. A tempo session is usually done with running intervals, but it can also be done with other modalities such as on a bike or in a pool. In the case of a running-based tempo session, all runs are completed at or under 70% intensity while maintaining good running posture. The objective is to run in a fluid, rhythmic, and relaxed fashion to improve efficiency and running technique. After each running interval, calisthenic exercises such as push-ups or abs are performed, followed by a walk-in rest of 30 to 40 seconds. The length of each running interval can vary between 60 and 200 meters depending on the programming and the needs of the athlete. During a single tempo session, an athlete will usually cover between 1,000 and 3,500 total meters. Sufficient rest is planned between interval sets to allow for high quality running to take place from the first to the last interval of the session. Tempo runs are ideally done on a grass surface to avoid unnecessary loading of the joints and spine. The difficulty of a session can be increased by adding more calisthenics after each running interval or by reducing rest time between intervals. It's also possible to include multi-directional work like side shuffles and backpedaling into the tempo intervals. So here's a sample tempo session for you. So it's 3 series of 8 reps of 80 meters each. So you would start by running 80 meters at that 70 or under % speed. Right after the run, you would do about 8 push-ups or 20 crunches, for example. Then you would walk and rest for 30 to 40 seconds. You would repeat this 8 times. That will conclude the first series. You rest 3 minutes between series and you repeat the series 2 more times. To improve conditioning, tempo runs should be done 2 or 3 times per week, depending on the time of year and the needs of the athlete. In season, when running volumes are already high due to training and game time, they can be used as a top-up once a week for players that have little or no game time. Combined with true eclectic speed work, such as sprints, the tempo method fits perfectly into a high-load training structure. Since the runs never go above the 70% threshold, they can be completed on low days, leaving the high-intensity training days open for sprinting. If you want to learn more about this high-low training structure, leave a comment below and I'll make a detailed video about this topic. Now let's talk about the 3 mistakes that most people make when implementing tempo runs. Mistake number 1, running too fast. Tempo runs should always remain an aerobic activity. This means that the effort is sustained but is in no way maximal. It also means that you should be ready for the next run after the short 30 to 40 second rest period. If you're running all out, this won't be the case. There's a saying in the performance world that says, medium works in clothing but not in training. So make sure you respect the 70% speed threshold on all your runs, so that your tempo work stays in the quote-unquote low intensity zone instead of creeping up into the middle. Keep your high intensity efforts for your eclectic speed work and other sport specific work. Mistake number 2, resting too little. Many people think that resting less and being more tired always means that the work performed was of better quality. That's often not true. Short rest intervals simply mean that more fatigue accumulates as more reps are performed, which will eventually compromise the aerobic nature of the tempo runs as well as your running technique. Instead of seeing rest time as a waste of time, try to consciously slow down your heart rate through deep breathing between each running bout. This will enhance your recovery capacity, which is critical in a game setting. Mistake number 3, not paying attention to running mechanics. Running technique is important whether you're a sprinter, a long distance runner, or a field sport athlete. The tempo method has the capacity to improve your running efficiency, which will make a huge difference no matter what sport you practice. But this won't happen unless each run is done in a relaxed, rhythmic, and fluid manner with attention paid to running technique. For each running interval, think of being light on your feet, keep your shoulders relaxed, and pull your heels up under your hips on every step. Let me say it again, you shouldn't be dead after each tempo session. Some will be harder than others, but the main focus should always be the quality of your running intervals. Learning how to run efficiently and in a relaxed manner will not only improve your conditioning, but it will also carry over into your speed work, helping you run faster and helping you recover better between high intensity efforts. Being in pain does not mean that you did good work. In conclusion, tempo runs are a great conditioning tool for all field sport athletes, such as soccer and rugby players. Tempo intervals can be performed alone, but they can also easily be implemented with large groups of athletes on a sports field. Lastly, the combination of high-quality running and calisthenic exercises makes it a complete training session accessible to anyone. That's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this short presentation. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please leave a comment below and let me know what topic you would like me to cover next. See you next time.